more than 3,500 people, on the average, die in car crashes all over the world. It barely gives a safety-conscious environment. So, this incident requires special attention.
My name is İsmet Egemen Aydın. I'm studying in EMU Communication Facility, Radio, Television and Cinema. It's not good experience. This is bad experience, but for my life, I save my life. Yeah, my mom say, you are going to save to her that time, same time, you are saving your life because you saw her,
I am Mr. Hassan from Famagusta Rent-A-Car. When you have a crash or when you are not safety or you're drinking and driving and putting other lives in danger, of course it's going to affect someone because it could be my family or it could be a cousin or it could be your cousin, it could be anyone.
Vergi dairesi Mausa kaza sorumlusuyum. İsmim Olgun Tosun. Yabancılarla ilgili var, dernek var. Bir komite, trafik kazalarını önleme derneği veya birlik. Orada eğitim verilebilir kendilerine.
We live in a society where vehicles are everywhere and the use of cars is common, especially amongst young people. Why blame them? Everybody desires to own a car, but what happens if these cars becomes misused? This week, we are on a quest to uncover the mystery behind the increasing rates of road accidents and car crashes, and what kind of effect does it have on the society. We begin with a recent car accident issue that happened precisely on the 8th of July 2015 inside Eastern Mediterranean University campus that left the victim seriously injured and hurt. What could have been the cause of the accident? Amazingly, the driver of this car, who happens to be a young female Turkish student, threw caution to the wind without putting into consideration the lives of her friend and 3 little children in the car. We interviewed a final year student of Radio, TV and Cinema, İsmet Egemen Aydın, who was at the scene of the accident to rescue the victims.
I think it was like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock.
What day exactly?
8th of June.
Okay.
8th of June. She took the license too early. Yeah, not early. She's 18 years old. Okay. So this is the time for license for
her
driver
license.
license.
Okay.
Yeah. Just she took it
For the first time.
first time, yeah, and she take the car and with the cousins and kids. I hear something about somebody's talking outside of the university. She started race with someone with the sport car, two guys. Yeah.
She saw some people racing with sports car.
Yeah.
And then she tried to join them to race.
Yeah, definitely, because she's the young. She don't know. She doesn't know how.
She was trying to get too adventurous.
Yeah, definitely.
Excited.
Definitely. And then she and this sport car guys, came to university, inside the university. And that time, this is the mean crash, accident. One taxi starting to change side of the road.
Okay.
Just taxi touching, not the crashing, touching to her car.
Okay.
But she's amateur for driving, and
She
she's
lost control.
lost control of the direction. Direction, I don't know what it means, and she's just crashing, and first she's crashing to real big stone, like one crashing to the stone, and then
The car tumbled.
yeah, definitely.
Overexcitement and youthful exuberance by the young female driver led to the fatal car crash. The big question is, why would anyone want to do a thing like that? Who throws cautions to the wind just to embark on such a dangerous adventure? It has to do with pleasure principle, stated as one of Freud's unconscious dynamics of psychoanalysis. That being said, it is proper to note that as human beings, we should not indulge in things that can cost our lives. It is very wrong to drive above speed limits, drink and drive, or try to compete on the highway with any vehicle, as that was the case of that young lady. Sample opinions as to who is to be blamed or what should have been done that has not been done to reduce the car crashes. We have an interview with Mr. Hassan and Lady Mistiki of the Famagusta Rent-A-Car. Their honest expressions and expositions give me an insight.
The government, no, the government hasn't done enough to work on these issues, because the fact is they are the roads, but the main cause of accidents now is not only the cars, it's the roads as well. So the government should take more care of the roads. There's too many holes in the road, so people can damage the car and cause them to have an accident. It's not unnecessary with drinking and driving. The roads in Famagusta and everywhere, if you go to the back roads, there's potholes everywhere. So really, they should take care of their roads first. Then it might be less accidents as well.
Okay, so apart from the government, I think there are other agencies, although they are under the government, but I think there are like the licensing Asian office and the traffic police, do you think they have a role to play as regards this issue?
No, because they only come out and look for people. They don't do their job properly because they come out at the end of the month. They should be out every day. If they want to catch people drinking and driving, they should be out every night catching them. Not when it's the end of the month and they have to keep up appearances. So they're not doing enough. They should be doing it every night. They should be out. So that way, more people will know. Where they stand, and they won't be drinking and driving, and there won't be accidents caused. They should have a specific law and stick to it. And they should say, law under Section 59 of the Road Traffic Act. They should have a proper law in this country.
When any international license, when they go and get an international license and they get a Turkish license, what they should do is let them have a test before they get a Turkish license. They don't. They just see an international license and they give them a Turkish license, don't they?
Yes, sir.
Right. So, how many people have got an international license?
Yeah, but that's wrong. You know why that's wrong?
That's what I'm saying.
Because
it is
the
wrong.
International license. Don't forget, in other countries, they drive on the left-hand drive. We drive on the right.
Exactly.
So automatically, you don't know where you're going, but they give you the license and just send you on your way.
Yes, because it's all
And
about
most of the accidents occurred. People just coming over and forgetting that they're supposed to be on the right side of the road. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I understand.
So what they do automatically, they've caused the accident.
Before issuing a license, they should give them a little test
Of course.
to see if they graduate or not graduate, if they
I'll still.
are entitled to have a Turkish license. But they don't do that. They give them a license and take their money, which is wrong.
Re-exposition, and I'm so excited. I'm getting to learn this
Yeah, but when
thing.
they get an international license, they come, they go, they get their little pink slip, and they come here, and because they've got their pink slip, which means they're getting a Turkish license, we give them a car. We can't refuse them a car. The only way is their
They
age.
automatically go out 10 minutes later, they cause an accident because they're driving on the wrong side of the road. Because if they have an international license, it's only in their country that it's only a few countries that are the left or the right hand side. Like England, Cyprus, Japan, all other countries drive on the right.
Yeah, but it's not that. It's the
Of
fact
course it
that,
is. No.
What I'm saying is the fact each country, when they go for a driving test, is different. In England, it's a lot stricter. It may be in some other country. Yeah. You with me? And they get a license, and they come here.
Right away. In England,
You've got to go for a test.
You have to go for a test before they accept you to have their license.
Case could be said to be right, but do you agree with them? Well, does it really reflect the truth? Contrary to the view of Mr. Hassan and Lady Mistiki, Mr. Ogun Tosin from the License and Tax Office, in an exclusive interview, has this to say.
Eğitim yapılır aslında, vardır. Trafik var ya, eğitim vardır.
Mesela
Ama zorunlu değil. Yani ehliyetini çevirirken gene zorunlu tutmaz, gene git ehliyetine. Çünkü trafik kuralları evrenseldir. Yani dünyada her yerde aynı.
It's a general.
Ama nedir?
It's a general thing for the traffic rules. So if you cannot force it on somebody that already has a driving license, because he or she was, how do I put it? Before they can give you a driving license in your country, that means you must have passed through some things before they can give you a driving license. So they believe that these people, if you have a driving license, if you want to now get, maybe you want to have a knowledge of how to use a right hand steering, they say they have it, like they have a class for it if you want to learn. It's not a must that you have to go through it.
Şimdi ehliyeti almazdan önce zaten bir eğitimden geçirirler. Her ülkede bu var zannedersem. Yani yalnız burada değil. Bir eğitimden geçirilir, bir de sürüş eğitiminden geçirirler. Ehliyet almazdan önce. Sonra bir sınava tabi tutulurlar. Eğer o onları yerine getirdiyse ehliyet verirler kendine. Yani bildiği kabul edilir. Kendi ülkenizde de siz ehliyet aldığınızda onları bildiğiniz kabul edilerek verilir size ehliyet. Buraya da geldiğinde dediğim gibi kurallar evrensel olduğu için. Ama yabancılarla ilgili şey var. Dernek var.
Dernek ne?
Bir komite. Trafik kazalarını önleme derneği
Evet.
veya birlik.
Evet.
Tamam?
Tamam.
Orada eğitim verilebilir kendilerine.
Okay,
yani.
they have a particular committee for the foreigners. Like, you know, if you want to have a general knowledge, if happens that you didn't have a general knowledge about the normal general traffic, but obviously you should have it. If you are coming from a foreign country and you have a driving license, you should have it so. But if you still want to have a general knowledge about their own way of driving in a particular country, you can still do it, but they have it in Famagusta if you want.
About 21% of females and 65% of males are always involved in car crashes. Our findings shows that 7% of these car accidents are usually caused by drunk driving and overspeeding. So, why drive if you must drink? And why drink if you must drive? For Mr. Hassan, he has his view on this.
When you have a crash or when you are not safety or you're drinking and driving, you're causing you're causing other cars in danger. You're putting them in danger and putting other lives in danger. Of course, it's going to affect someone because it could be my family, or it could be a cousin, or it could be your cousin, it could be anyone. But it affects. If anything happens to a car crash, it doesn't matter who it affects, or they end up in hospital. It's not onto them; it's their family that, you know, it affects the family and the surroundings. Their surroundings, because they're not safety-wise.
It all bottles down to the government. But advice: don't drink. All right. People drive when they're falling asleep. Go out when you have to go out, and if you can't drive, leave your car there and get a taxi. Pick it up the next day.
It's not all about being a big man and thinking that you can drive home. It's all about safety.
And in whatever you do in life, always remember to be safe. Don't drink and drive. Don't overspeed. And always be safety conscious on the steering. Like my mother will always say, see every driver on the road as a madman. You wonder why? Well, that way you'll be very conscious to avoid troubles. Egemen believes that we don't just live for ourselves, but also we should learn to live for others because they need us to survive.
Of car outside of your home, my home. Everybody has some house, you know. But outside, lot of guns there. What does mean the guns? Cars, you know. If you don't want to kill anyone, don't drive car like a gun, because you are using one gun as actually. It's similar, because like a 200 kilometers you can drive with the car. 200 kilometers speed with like a 1 ton. Yeah, I mean 700 kilograms minimum heavy, you know. So you have to be careful because lot of people don't like the war, but we are using always the guns, but we are not thinking like this. Now I have a car, for example. If I don't use good to my car, it's just a gun for kill someone or kill myself. So young or general, it's not important, you know. Peoples have to be save your life. All right, use the car like to expert, you know. Save your life for this. Yeah, that's it, bro.
On the part of the government, what have they done to provide good roads and ensure good road safety? It would have been a good idea to know what Famagusta Traffic Police has to say, but for some reasons best known to them, they have refused to grant us an interview. So, could it be that there is something to hide? Or maybe just the normal office proceedings? Well, we'll leave that as a food for thought. It is advisable, therefore, that you don't overspeed, because the higher the speed, the difficult it is for you to control the car in case of any eventualities. By the way, need I not remind you that these things are machines and engines made by men, so they have tendencies to fail. So why risk your life just for a pleasure? This brings us to the end of today's documentary. I hope that you have learned and you have been informed. This is brought to you